plan and practice your escape. I've been planning my escape for years. We're back here, and bad news, 2-0 in favor of the Guelph Storm. I follow along the Sarnia Sting tweets, and they're saying good news and bad news. They're looking at both here. And honestly, what are we? Shots on goal, 10 for the Storm and 5 for us. But it's been pretty close up until just the last maybe 2-3 minutes of this game, Jake. I think they just need to keep playing the same game.
They're trying to, in my opinion, trying to make that extra pass. Just take the shot. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
A good goalie stops 90% of the shots.
Right.
So that's what you want. So at 5 shots on net, you got half a goal, and they don't register those. So
that's right.
Obviously, that first goal that went in for Guelph, it was a little sketchy. Bad bounce sort of thing.
The second goal there was a lot of scrambling going on too, and I think it just snuck in.
Yeah, so but it's it is what it is.
The goal's a goal.
A goal's a goal. They count them all, and we just gotta throw the puck on net. If there's crowd, and don't be frustrated if it doesn't make the net. If there's crowded, but you're gonna hit a skate, a skate, or something like that. Eventually, and you can get some of those garbage goals because apparently they do count them.
Right? Yeah, they do. They all count.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, to the Sarnia Sting, they were creating a lot of opportunities out there. They've been spending time down in the Guelph Storm part of the arena. And just that little, just like almost there, just about there. So hopefully we'll see a little more improvement. But I think there's still an opportunity here for the Sarnia Sting to come out ahead here. There's still 40 minutes left.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're playing well. Like you said, I'd love to see the time of possession because I think the Sting dominated time of possession for that period. Yep. They did have a power play there that it looked a little scrambled. They didn't really get a chance to get settled in. But you know what? They're trying and they're competing, and that's half the battle. Once you lose your compete level, you're never going to win. They're still skating hard. There's, like I said, for my first live game, it's way different than watching it on TV and whatnot. And you get to see guys' effort. The effort that the camera's not following, like when there's a line change and who skates fast back to the bench so their guy can get back on the ice and little things like that. And I've been pretty impressed with their work ethic. So, you know what? Hard work pays off in the end, and we've got to just keep giving her, as they say. Sam
Bitton is one to keep an eye on. He's been involved in a lot of the playing out there today as well. Braden Guy seems to be he's got one heck of a wrist shot. That guy. And honestly, credit to Owen Bennett, the goaltender for the Guelph Storm, coming in at 17 years old, 202 pounds. He's been playing his fair share out there for his Guelph Storm as well. So the combination between the two of our team and their team, I think, is what's creating this game here. And I think you're right. They've just a little more direct passing. We've seen a lot of long passing going on out there as well.
They try to stretch it out. I think it opens the ice up, sort of thing. And by doing that, a good, fast, athletic hockey team, they can win by that. But if you're not getting those passes, you can also lose by that real quick.
Yeah, right. You got to catch them.
But you know what? Again, it's we're not trying to win one game this year. We're trying to win a whole bunch and keep the systems rolling. And eventually, they'll coaches will say, hey, if that's not working, let's shorten it up 5 feet, or let's do the dump and chase, and away they go. They're a very fast hockey team, though, for sure. So
one of the things I'm noticing in there is we seem to be doing a little better in the corners than we have in the first few games here. But even from last year, I know we spent a lot of time in the corners, and we weren't winning those a lot of times last year. Would you agree there's some improvement there already?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked last year a lot about how they weren't tough enough. Like, they just weren't playing tough hockey. And this year it seems like they're throwing their weight around, their boxing their hips in, and they're allowing to get possession out of the corner. And when you keep possession, obviously that's what creates opportunities.
Yeah. Well, let's see them work to continue to keep those opportunities going on out there. Hi. It's like some people that we know walk by and they make funny faces to try and let's see if we can mess them up.
Yeah.
Right? That was Roger. He totally did. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, Fire Prevention Week. The Sarnia Fire Rescue Team, part of them are here today. It is Fire Prevention Week starting today. They're here at the Sarnia Sting. We just saw some of the firefighters out on the ice trying to play hockey or shoot a goal or something.
They cheered and then yelled goal, so obviously Summer won or whoever did. I couldn't see from this vantage
a couple
point.
out there.
Yeah, so that's awesome. What a great thing to recognize, though, Fire Prevention Week, and I'm sure everybody's been touched in some way by a fire, first responder just in general, but any of the fire crew that's helped out in either way, shape, or form, whether it's accident or fire or whatnot. And
stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, they do a heck of a job, and I'm sure it's not an easy job, especially when you're forced to go to work and you don't really, it's not always a positive job. No, it's definitely dangerous, and so hats off to them. And
it's important that they do it in our community, and they're going to be out at Lambton Mall a couple of times this week as well. They're here at the Sarnia Sting game, and they'll be going in through a lot of the schools as well to do. I always remember that as a kid. I knew Fire Prevention Week was because I went home and told Mom and Dad we got to do a drill, right? We got to do a drill, and they are important because when the smoke flies, you might not know where you're going.
Well, I think we underestimate it. We're in North America anyway. Everyone has bonfires and everyone has little fires, and you don't really you don't realize how important and how small of a mistake could create such a big thing. I was doing an event this year in the summertime, and when I was cooking my burgers and whatnot, there's like wax sheets on the top, so I leave them on there for a second. Right. And as soon as they start to get brown and whatnot, and then I throw them in the garbage and take them off. So it wasn't on fire, but there was an ember there on the corner, and I threw it in the garbage. And 5 minutes later, I'm still cooking away. I'm doing my thing, and next thing I know, there's smoke billowing out of the garbage can, and I had to put it out.
I'll tell you, interesting you bring that up, because if you talk to Mike Otis and Roll Bus, who go on CHOK, I think every Tuesday or Wednesday morning. They will tell you that the number one cause of fires is cooking.
Yeah.
People forget. I remember doing the same thing, boiling, simple as boiling eggs. Mm-hmm. Forgetting about it, I went and did something else. Unattended cooking is what they call it.
Right.
And I came back later and went, oh crap, and of course all the water had dissipated, and the eggs were on fire.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to cook in our house anymore.
No, I really screwed it up because I was attending it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's horrible. But no, it's
important.
Like I said, we take it for granted, and it's great that they're getting around just to share little stories and just safety tips, and never take it for granted. Just like water, it's a force that you don't. Fires are pretty kind of
right. Yeah.
And we definitely take it for granted. So
they do a great job of. They're all over social media, Twitter. So
Matt Weed.
Follow. Oh, it is Matt. Hi, Matt. Well, I've seen a lot of people here I haven't seen before. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
You didn't know them, or you haven't seen
them
in a while?
Well, I haven't seen them in a while. Didn't know them. I didn't know where. Yeah, whatever.
Hi, Joe. I don't know you.
Fire Prevention Week, yes. Again, we think follow them on Twitter, social media everywhere. Sarnia Fire Rescue. We'll be mentioning them here as well. All right. But speaking of fires, we got to put the fire out against the Guelph Storm if we're going to get that W today for the Sarnia Sting. Basically, wrapping it up, we're saying they need to keep playing pretty much the same game, keep going, but the passing needs to change into a little bit of a direction. But I think if they keep the possession going like as much as they have been here, sooner or later, and shots on goal. The more shots you take,
the biggest thing, shots on goal. They got to start peppering. You want to get. I think as a hockey team, I don't know the rule. I've never really been a hockey coach, but I'm thinking 30 to 40 shots on net per game. And if you can do that, if you can get 12, kind of like 12 per period or something like that.
Sure.
You can break it down that way, but you got to get the shots on net, because I think Wayne Gretzky said there's never been a goal. How was it?
Danny Cucciamilio was here yesterday, and actually,
it's Coke.
No, I went through this with Danny several times. It was Cucciamilio.
Okay.
And he mentioned the Wayne Gretzky that you're about to say.
Okay, well I won't.
You miss every shot that you don't take, or something like that.
That's it. Yeah.
You miss every one of the shots.
So thanks, Danny. I appreciate you sharing that with me and getting it right. I still think it was Cocamilio. No, Koch. Emilio. Okay, double C's, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Silent. Hi guys. All right, I think we've had enough. Let's go back out. The Sarnia Sting will be out here. We got about 3 minutes before they're back out there. And I do want to say thank you for you coming along here as well. It's nice to have you back. And check out my friend Jake Cherski at Philly Cheese Jake's. He's at 988 Confed during the week. And stop in there. It's not just the food. You're like the Cheers of sandwich guy.
And where else can you eat in a warehouse?
Right? Right.
Oh no!
His office is out front. Everything's there. But it's all good. We've solved a lot of problems of the world over the years.
You know what we have, and
they're just not listening to us.
No, I wouldn't give it up for anything. It's what I wanted. You know, when we did open up it, so I'm happy about it. And yeah, so
good for you.
Thank
right
you.
On. All right, 2-0 in favor of the Guelph Storm. We'll see if the Sarnia Sting can swing the pendulum the other way. When we come back, my friend Jake Cherski will join us once again, and hopefully we'll have some different results for you as they get ready to come out here. Guelph Storm 2-0 against the Sarnia Sting. For the show live on location, I'm David Burrows, my good friend Jake Cherski. We will talk to you soon.